Oh yes, that is exactly, oh my God. That is exactly why I love. What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to my channel. On today's video, we're gonna be comparing the all-new Ripcord Velocity to the Trident Nemesis. The Trident Nemesis features the Infusion HV Pearl cover, so it has that same Infusion base as the Ripcord Velocity. The Velocity, as we know by now, has the Infusion MVP Pearl cover. So the cores in the Velocity and the Nemesis are a little bit more similar than last week when we compared it to the Jackal Flash. The Nemesis and the Velocity both feature a higher RG and a medium-high differential core, while the Nemesis is a asymmetrical core. The Velocity is going to be a symmetrical core. If you guys like this video, make sure to give it a like, hit that subscribe button, and hit that notification bell so you can stay up to date every time I drop a new video. And then down below in the description, I have links so that you can pre-order your Ripcord Velocity or order any Motiv ball that you want. It super helps my channel if you guys are using my links. And then let me know down below in the comments if you guys have a Trident Nemesis or if you've pre-ordered the Ripcord Velocity. And if you guys like this jersey with the Motiv Blue logo on it, you guys can head on over to coolwick.com and use my promo code MotivBlue10 and then request the Motiv Blue logo on your jerseys. I would love to see you guys with the logo. Here's the back. And you guys are gonna see it all over the next upcoming videos. I'm gonna take you guys out on the lanes now so you can see the Ripcord Velocity and the Trident Nemesis in action. All right guys, so this is gonna be the first shot here comparing the Ripcord Velocity to the Trident Nemesis. Now, every single time that I don't tell you guys what I'm bowling on a fresh typical house shot. Now for today's video, we're not gonna be bowling on a fresh typical house shot. We're gonna be bowling on about 2 games in typical house shot. And the reason is because the Velocity and the Nemesis, for me, are really good like go-to balls. So I just got done filming the Velocity versus Jackal Flash video that you guys saw a couple days ago. And originally I was gonna show you guys this video on the fresh, but I really wanna show you guys what it looks like as a go-to once there's been some form of transition on the lanes. So here we go, this is gonna be the first shot here. Probably be around 25 with my feet. Just as a guess here. Okay, that tripped a 4, 7, 10, whatever. I definitely got it into the oil, and on the fresh that might have looked maybe half decent, but because we are bowling on a little bit of transition, I'm definitely gonna have to get the ball going a little bit more to the right. I'm thinking that 25 at my feet is gonna be good. I just gotta project it a little bit further right. Now, just because you guys don't see the Trident Nemesis a whole lot in my videos, doesn't mean that it's not a staple in my bag. It's one of my favorites, like I said, when I gotta get left and create that shape, which is why we're bowling, like I said, not on the fresh. So I'm gonna stay at 25, but I wanna make sure I get the ball going a little bit further to the right. And hopefully this will be it right here. Okay, so maybe I'm thinking that 25 is not gonna be far enough left. So we're gonna go to 27 and still project it right. And hopefully that'll be enough because 25 just doesn't look all that great. The one word that comes to mind when I think of this Velocity is shape. Man, this thing creates some shape. So like I said, we're gonna get to 27 and hopefully that'll be enough because man, they're hooking a whole lot. But that's exactly when I would throw this ball, is when they're hooking this much. So yes, the move to get to 27 was absolutely the right move. It got down lane, created the shape, the ball was strong enough in the oil, but didn't want to hook too early like some of the stronger balls. Again, which is why I like it as a go-to ball. And it went through the pins pretty beautifully. I think I could have benefited a little bit from maybe being a little bit further left, but we'll get to that in the versatility test. Now we're gonna get into the Trident Nemesis. I'm gonna start at that same spot, 27, and we're gonna see how different it's gonna be. So now we're gonna get into the Trident Nemesis, and the layout on the Nemesis is fairly similar to the one on the Velocity. It's not the same, but it's drilled 60 by 4 3/4 by 30. So it'll be close enough that it's not gonna make a huge difference, but they are different a little. I don't wanna lie to you guys and tell you they're the exact same layout. So now we're gonna get to 27 to start with the Nemesis and see if we're gonna have to move left, gonna have to move right, or what the case is. All right, here we go. Okay, so I boned an 8-pin, but that's not the whole story. So I missed at least 3 or 4 left on that shot. And the first shot I threw with the Velocity, I missed a little bit left, like I told you guys, and it went completely high and went super, super lucky. I missed 3 left here, and it just sat there. So automatically that tells me that the cover on the Velocity is actually stronger than the cover on the Trident Nemesis. At least that's what it feels like on the lane off that shot. So I wanna make sure that I give you guys a really good shot just to really make sure. I mean, I'm not gonna check because it would take way too long, but I think that was my first stone 8-pin on camera on the channel. I'm not, like I said, I'm not gonna check because it'll take way too long. So now we're gonna get same spot 27, just make sure I get it going a little bit further right and not miss left. Hopefully I won't bone another 8. Okay, that was very interesting because I thought that was a pretty good shot and it didn't do anything. So I'm gonna move like 3 right and see what that was all about, because I really like that shot off my hand. So we're gonna throw another shot. We're gonna go to 25, move 2 right, get it into the friction, and see if that's a little bit better. I'm pretty baffled by that last shot. I'm not gonna lie to you folks. So now we're gonna go to 25 and see if I can get it to pick up a little bit more on the friction. Very interesting, that last shot. Yeah, so definitely the cover on the Nemesis is weaker, at least for me, than the cover on that Velocity. That was 2 right, and I kind of fed it into the friction a little bit harder, and it didn't really want to jump off the spot as much. So now we're gonna get into the versatility test so we could see which one is more versatile. So this is gonna be the first shot here with the versatility test with the Ripcord Velocity. Now, for those of you guys who don't know about my versatility test, I'm gonna throw 3 shots from 3 different zones, from 15, from 25, and then from 35. That way we can determine which one of these is more versatile. From one specific spot, it's easy to say which ball maybe is more versatile or not, but if we're going all the way across the lane, this is a good way for us to find out. Let me know down below in the comments your prediction, and don't cheat, don't go ahead like I always say. Let me know which one your prediction is gonna be more versatile. So now we're gonna get here to 15 with the Velocity and see how good this looks from a little bit straighter in some transition. So it's kind of the same thing that we saw in the last video with the Flash. It wants to get down lane and just jump left because I'm too on top of the friction to play straight with this ball. I think if I would have brought my other Velocity, the one that you guys saw in the original review, that had a little bit of surface on it, I think that one would have been really good from a little straighter because it won't jump off the spot as hard. So now we're gonna get into the Nemesis from zone 1. So this is gonna be zone 1 with the Nemesis. Now, in the first 3 shots that I threw in this video, it looked like it could have benefited from playing a little bit straighter, so I fully expect this one to look pretty good from here. So this is 15 here, and just for reference, I'm trying to hit like 6, 7, 8 around there. Wow, Motiv has pretty good balance. But it looked really good from there. It didn't want to jump off the spot nearly as much as the Velocity. So for me, in my eyes, and I hope in your eyes as well, zone 1 hands down went to the Nemesis. So this is gonna be zone 2 here with the Velocity, and we're gonna be at 25. And I think this will look pretty good because this is like that sweet zone that I really like with this Velocity. So let's see here. 25, make sure I get it going into the friction a little bit. Yeah, that was I kind of spun that one a little, well, spun compared to, you know, what I used to spin the daylights out of that ball. But I kind of spun that one a little bit, but it still got down lane, went through the pins and wrapped a pretty violent 10 pin. Still a really good shot. Just because it was a 10 pin doesn't mean it was a bad ball or a bad shot. Now we're gonna get into the Nemesis from zone 2. So this is gonna be zone 2 here with the Nemesis. I really wanna make sure that I get the ball going a little bit right into the friction. I did miss left a little with the velocity, but hey, that's the gig. I'm gonna show you guys every shot, even the good ones, even the bad ones, no matter what. So this is gonna be here from 25 with the Nemesis. So that was a really, really good shot. I really like that shot. I actually got it right into the friction. Let me know down below which one of these two you think won zone 2, because in my head, I know what the velocity would be like if I actually got it right. So to me, the velocity still wins, but I wanna know what you guys are thinking. So this is gonna be the last shot here with the Ripcord Velocity. It's gonna be from zone 3. And as you guys know, zone 3 has always been my kind of spot on the lane, but we are working on it, and I really like what I see out of this ball when I gotta get left. So here's to a good one for the camera. We're in a 35, see how much shape this bad boy can create. Oh yes, that is exactly, oh my God, that is exactly why I love this Ripcord Velocity. That shape that ball just produced is something that Motiv has never had. And that's not bashing, I love Motiv. You guys know how much I love Motiv, but that is a shape that we've never had before. And I hope and I pray that we get this shape more in future releases. All right, so I was just singing the Final Countdown theme song just because I'm silly and it's dumb. So now we're gonna get into zone 3 with the Nemesis and see how on earth this thing is gonna be able to stack up with that velocity. Oh, I hope that doesn't demonetize me. So here we are, zone 3 with the Nemesis. So that was a really good shot to end the video. Because of how smooth the Nemesis came off the corner, I still wanna say that the velocity won. Now, I promise you guys that that's not me just saying the new ball's better. And I'm not even saying that the velocity is better, but if we're talking about a versatility test, I think I have to lean towards the velocity, especially because it is a symmetrical ball. But either way, as you guys know, I respond to every single comment, even the bad ones. So go ahead and let me know down below in the comments which one of these two balls you think won this versatility test. Well, there you have it, folks. There's the Nemesis and the Velocity. Click right here to watch one of my other videos. Click right here to subscribe. Till next time.